Jessica, we just want to thank you again for having us here. Actually, my first trip to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, for all of the time that I've lived in North Carolina.
Wow.
We are super excited to be working with you and Jetwater Fitness. Thank you to Kevin as well for having us at his beautiful studio here that's right on Franklin Street in downtown Chapel Hill. And yeah, I mean, I think we just want to learn a little bit about you, a little bit more about you and what you're doing. And it's just super exciting. And again, thank you for having us.
Yes, my pleasure.
Yes, thank you. This has been so wonderful. We're so grateful for you and so excited for all that's to come. And thank you, Kevin. And it's just been a beautiful day. So I'm going to take the first question. All right, so I am so curious. Out of all career options and all things to do, how did you end up as a fitness instructor in water, of all things?
So water has really been a part of my life since I was a child. My mother worked at the YMCA when I was a little girl, and I grew up going to work with her. And I started to compete when I was about 8 years old, and I was rather good at it, and I was rather feisty. I didn't like to lose. So I was third in the state in 50 freestyle in New York, way back when the dinosaurs walked the planet. And I continued to compete, and I got ill. I was diagnosed when I was 11 with Hodgkin's lymphoma, pretty much at the peak of my career. I had just went to Junior Olympics, and I found a lump in my collarbone. So P.S. it derailed my career competitively because I had radiation treatment, and my times were never the same, and I knew that I was going to have to hang up my suit in one respect. But I continued teaching, and I taught all through high school and college. I went on to manage a program in Bayside for 5 years, and I taught from the age of 3 years old all the way up to 90-year-olds how to swim. And I absolutely had such a passion for it. And I think in life, God gives us, I'm going to get slightly religious here, whatever God you pray to, even if it's the universe, presents you with a gift. And I love this quote, what you do with it is your gift back to God. And that's really the way I feel about swimming. I'm good at it, and I'm confident, and I'm cocky about it because I can teach somebody to swim in about 4 lessons. When I started working here in North Carolina, I was working in a different capacity, but swimming was always a part of my life. And I had clients that I was working with that were like, why aren't you teaching fitness classes? And I guess I was subscribing a little bit to the idea that, well, you know, the old ladies get in, they flop around with a modality. A modality is a piece of equipment. So these are foam bells that I have in my hand. And I would look at them and I'd go, oh, and people would say, oh, all the older women are taking the classes. But this was different because it was the first time I was seeing men were coming into the classes, and these were men that were incapacitated in some way or another, whether it was weight or it was restrictions because they had had a hip replacement or a knee replacement, and they wanted to work out still, but they couldn't do it on land because of gravity. And they were coming into the water, and the water was magical because they were able to move again. And so I felt like, well, why can't I give them a hard workout in water? But what can I do to make it fun? And I always loved to dance, and I always loved all the popular artists, and I love to make people laugh. And so I decided, when I was little, my grandfather told me, you have to have a gimmick in life, Jessica, because that's what catches people. And so I decided if I dress up and I have a theme, I'm going to engage people, and they're going to want to come and see what's going on here. And then I'm going to get them, and I'm going to keep them, and I'm going to change their life. And they're going to get out of that pool, and they're going to say, I just did 30 minutes of cardio work and muscle strengthening work, and I haven't done that in 30 years. And that's what I was getting. What started happening was people were wanting to videotape me. Which was flattering. Of course, everybody loves to be strong. I love compliments like that. And then I started to realize maybe I shouldn't be letting this all go for free because people are taking it. And then I thought, oh, well, everybody thinks this is just how it works here at the place that I was working at, but this was all my idea. So they'd come into another class and they'd say, well, what's the theme for it today? And the other instructor would go, I have no idea what you're talking about. So with me, they were getting, you know, Michael Jackson or Freddie Mercury, or I'd be in a cowgirl outfit, or I was in a cheerleading uniform. So, you know, I was willing always to push the edge and put myself out there, because I tell my clients the first thing I want to see you do is smile. Because if you're happy, you're in the mood. You wanna feel good, and you're feeling good, because when you smile, you can't feel bad. It's impossible.
So happy hormones get released.
Exactly, that's right, endorphins. So, and that's really what kept me going. So this has been consistent throughout my whole life, and I really have my parents to thank for it, because my mother was always a swimmer, and my sister and I swim, my dad swims. So it's been something that's been a huge, wonderful flow. So I know you're into yoga. For me, this is what would that be in yoga?
Your vinyasa.
That's it. That's it. Here she
Your
goes.
vinyasa.
That is mine.
Yeah, oh, I love that. How do people know if water fitness is for them, or who would be the ideal client, or is water fitness for everybody?
Well, I think there's a lot of answers to that question. I think that water fitness is for everybody, because water supports the body. It supports the skeletal system, it supports the joints, it supports the muscles. You can work in very low impact to no impact. So if you're in the deep water, you're 100% supported by the water. So this is wonderful for people who are incapacitated in many ways, whether it's due to their weight, whether it's due to circulation issues, whether it's due to knee or hip issues. And then they get in the water and they say, wow, I can move my leg and I can't. Or somebody who's not flexible. I just worked with a man who can tie his shoes for a decade, and he lifted up. I'm gonna get emotional. He lifted up his foot yesterday and tied his shoe in front of me for the first time. And then he said to me, "Don't tell my wife." The person that's not an ideal client, I hate to talk in the negatives. We talked about that, because all of us are all positive here. Even Kevin. Are the ones that don't want to do it. They're going to come in. This is the worst one. It's usually a female. I don't want to get my hair wet. That type of client is going to struggle in the water.
Can she not wear a cap or
I'm
something?
sure she could. So these are about people that just don't want to get this whole thing. So you want to be able to relax, because if you're not relaxed in the water or on land, you can't do a workout properly.
That makes total sense.
We see you, on Instagram, right, at Jet Water Fitness. And we see Wonder Woman and superhero costumes. Is the theme the genesis of that, or where did you start doing the costumes?
I think I started the costumes right at the inception. I knew in my head, whenever I heard music, even growing up, that's just the way we grew up. My mother would always put on the Victrola. Myself, and we'd just be bopping. So whenever I hear music, it instantly makes me want to move. But I also know that even through my battles with cancer and my survivorship, that the key ingredient for me was laughter. So my father used to tape Pee Wee Herman for me, because I loved him, and he used to tape every episode on TV because he just wanted me to laugh. And I know when my clients are doing that, the vibe is so different in the class. So I have no problem making myself look like the jester, so that I can get them to relax and really engage, because there's motivation, and when you are motivated, you can sustain something. So the biggest thing I see that this is working is that people tell me, when's your next class? I can't wait. I want to see what you're going to be. But they're getting in and they're doing 50 minutes because they want to know what I'm peeling off and what's underneath. And there are layers. I'm like Shrek with the onion. There's more stuff afterwards. So some of my ideas, yes, the Wonder Woman, the superhero, is definitely something that I hold close to my heart because of what I've been through. So I do feel like we all are superheroes. Anybody that starts to do, because the Yoda quote, I'm a big fan, there is no try, there's only do. Right. And if you are there and you're a part of things, then you're already a winner. You're already a hero. You're your own hero.